The sun is up over Wiligi, and it's time for the Patriot crew to leave this spot. The crew have another adventure in their sights, Meakin Valley. The boys are keen for some four-wheel driving today, so loading up takes no time at all. Lock those tinnies in tight, boys. These tracks are going to get wild.
The mission for the next couple of days was to get out to a place called Meakin Valley. But on the way, we were going to stop at the old Owen Pelly, a place called Narbalek. And apparently, there's still the remains of the old town. The locals have been telling us it's going to be a hell of a trip to get out there. There's been a lot of rain after the biggest wet season that they've had out here in 8 years, and that sounds like an adventure that's perfect for the Patriot Games crew.
The track starts to reveal some ideal four-wheel driving terrain, and the crew is quick to take advantage. Time to unload the tinnies and leave the trailers behind. Chase is keen to see what his new HIlux can do without any weight on the back.
Hey Chase, no trailer today, mate. What's the go?
Oh, look, mate, being this car, what, at 1,500?
I'm going to tell me that's the coast. I really want to test it out, so I'm going to try and get some sticky situations today. Yeah, but this track's going to be gnarly, and you want to get that HIlux flexing.
Yeah, we need to get some shots to show the boys back home. Today, I got the day off of towing a trailer. I want to see what this HIlux can do.
Not far out of town, we ran into the first small issue. It was a mud pit, and to be honest with you, I didn't think much of it. I kept it in high range and ploughed straight through it, but Matty was about to come unstuck. Matt, how you going back there, mate?
Not plugged yet, big fella.
It looks like you're about to get bogged.
Mate, I still got plenty left in this thing to go, mate. Don't
give up on me yet.
I don't know. Are you locked yet?
I'm not locked yet, mate. I've got little tricks up my sleeve still.
No, I can see those tyres spinning, dude, to you are bogged. And I'm backing up because I want to get a bit of a close-up of this.
He's been waiting.
Yes, finally, I got one back. Matty's stuck. The Mega 6 just walked through that, by the way.
And in my defence, John just said to me, mate, please don't tear up the roads with these big 37-inch tyres, so I was taking it easy.
Yeah, whatever, dude. Bad tradesman, blames his tools, Matt.
So note to self, don't take it easy.
No, keep turning the tyres, Matt. Spin them harder, dude.
He's so happy. He's so happy.
You seem very happy about that.
Dude, this is the best thing that's happened to me all trip. Yeah, Matty. Keep spinning them. Hey, the trick is you got to spin them harder.
The feud between the boys with the Ram and the Mega 6x6, I don't think it's got anything to do with the vehicles. It's got more to do with their attitudes and not wanting to lose.
The trick is, dude, you got to spin them harder. You got to turn them faster. Like, you got to really rev it. What's that? What's that for?
We submit. We submit. We submit.
Okay, now it's 1.5, 1. Go to Mega 6.
Where I got bogged didn't look very impressive. Like, it looked pretty straightforward. And to be honest, I don't even know how I got bogged there. I jumped out thinking that I was going to be up to the diffs, and there was nothing going on. I couldn't understand it. But I think the trailer was hooked up, and it was just the perfect storm.
All right, Matty, copy, mate?
Copy, mate. You ready to go?
I'm just standing on the brakes, go for it.
Justin has been waiting for this moment the entire trip. The Mega Tourer is hooked up, but the Ram weighs over 7 tonne. So pulling this rig out isn't going to be an easy task.
Still turning tyres, eh?
Still in trouble.
Yeah, man, you're not out of it yet.
We've got plenty of room with that blanket.
Okay, stop there. Can you drive from there?
I hope so. Should be right, mate.
Justin doesn't mind helping Matty out of this one now that the score is a little more even. Mega 6, 1. Super Ram, 2.
5 minutes into my bog. Well done, mate.
Awesome. I'm glad now. It's almost even score. You only need to get bogged once more.
And we're even.
Seeing Mac get bogged in that massive big vehicle, I wanted to go in behind him and see what the Ranger could do and see if it could get through.
Babe, you got me?
Copy.
All right, low range. Put that locker in.
Don't take a different track.
You want to take Matty's track. and just send it. Give it large.
I will. I'm all prepared.
Are you ready?
Ready. So my game plan to get through was just to boot it, and that's what I did.
All right, babe, give it large.
Go on we go. Go on we go. Go on we go.
You go, girl.
Yeah!
Good drive.
Awesome.
Oh, yeah! The Ranger don't get bogged.
Winch has not been out once this trip, eh?
Nah, this thing is a beast.
Oh, good girl. Who's coming next, guys?
All right, who's next, Bobby? Let's go. Well, that was actually a good way to start the day. John, today's going to be good, man.
Give me a few more of them, I reckon, mate.
Good, mate. It's very good to see what all this gear is actually capable of, right?
This sticky track isn't going to be easy to conquer, and the crew know it. They better be on their A game. There's no knowing when Justin's going to try to win another point over Matty. The Patriot crew are the first people to travel through Arnhem Land since the last wet season. So there's no way of knowing just how bad this track is going to get.
Today we're going to Narbalak, which is an original Owenpelli, where it was first settled in the old days when they were mining uranium out here. I really don't want you to go too fast on this road, eh? Like, there's massive parts of road missing, so if we hit one of them, it's game over.
Roger.
After four-wheel driving in the Ranger for quite a few days now, I've really got the hang for it. Me and Mia are sitting there just wanting to do more. I want it to get harder.
Oh, okay, copy, mate. So,
Big washout, mate.
Massive washouts, mate.
You want us to lead and show you where they are first, or are you going to go
no, mate, you can lead. You know the
road and then I'll follow through?
With a lifetime of experience under his belt, John leads the crew through the dangerous terrain. The team tiptoes their way through some curious-looking washouts with little worry. Then John pulls the convoy to a stop.
Now, we came across a couple of washouts that we really didn't think much of it, but I could hear in John's tone when he came over the radio and said we better get out the car and have a look.
Yeah, mate, we're just going to pull up at this washout.
And have a quick look, eh?
What, you got one in front of you?
Yeah, it looks like about 15 metres of road's completely gone.
All right, sweet, mate. We'll come and have a look.
Mate.
Come, boys, let's go check it out. What are you thinking?
Oh, no. Straight through.
I reckon this is doable, man. The only issue, look at where Nath is, look how soft that is.
Yeah.
So I reckon we just knock these edges off these banks.
And that one there in the middle.
Yep, take that one out of the middle.
Yep.
And we'll just max tracks. We'll build a little bridge.
Straight over.
And just motor straight over.
Roger.
Yeah, I reckon we'll be good, but that's going to be way too soft down there, especially after a few cars come through.
Just get everyone following the bridges of max track straight over.
Yep.
It's time to spring into action and build a bridge capable of keeping the Mega 6 and Super Ram out of trouble. So off come the Max Tracks and the shovels, while Justin and Nathan compete for the title of Best Landscaper.
I knew there's a reason I ordered small Max Tracks before we left. How many you reckon we need for up there, mate?
Mate, I reckon we're probably going to need about 8.
6 or 8?
6 to 8.
All right, so we've got 4 up there.
4.
There's another 4, so you take them. All right, I reckon that's enough. 2 shovels, 8 Max Tracks. Let's go build a bridge. So you might be a better fisherman than Nate. I reckon I'm better with the shovel, eh?
You reckon you're better with the shovel?
Well,
Mate, I'm a landscaper, mate, so I know how to work the shovel.
I don't know if I want to be better at shoveling.
Yeah. Putting you back into it, mate.
That's all we need in there, I reckon. Maybe knock that corner there and that corner there.
Yeah.
What do you reckon?
They get it on that angle.
The base of this washout is soft, so the crew will need to build a monster Max Tracks bridge if they hope to cross without getting stuck. And up first is the Mega 6.
All right, that'll do. That's all hard over there. Here, and just on this side, just this soft stuff just here. What do you reckon? Is that about a tyre width there?
It depends what vehicle.
All right, the track's been cut. Let's get the Mega 6 in. Did somebody call Patriot Bridge Building? All right, low range. I'm not even going to put a locker in, eh?
You sure you don't want the 200 to come first?
Nah, I'm pretty sure the Mega 6 has got this one.
You reckon?
Yeah, I'm going to laugh if you get bogged in here, eh? I might turn it up a little bit in here.
Mate, bring it on.
Let's give it a go.
All right, mate.
Just guide me on, mate.
Yep. Come at that.
Oh.
That's it, easy.
Got again. You good?
Good. Beautiful. Stay at that.
Good?
Yep. Piece of cake, mate.
Good? Not just idle up it, eh?
Well, you'll have to come back. You're hung up on that corner.
I'm hung up. I bet you Matty's having a bit of a giggle behind me. What do you reckon? Back it up a bit?
Yeah, come back a bit if you can, and I'll get another Max Trax. Sarah, do you want to pass that Max Trax, please?
The big problem here is I've got the clearance and I've got the trailer to get through this, but the hitch is wedged in the sand. Lucky I had Nathan there to guide me through. Now, he's told me it's because of my shovel action I couldn't get over the ridge. For me, I reckon he put me on the wrong track.
Yeah, look, to some extent, I dug out the right-hand side, Justin's side. Justin actually got hung up on the side he dug out. Enough said.
Now that the boys have settled their landscaping battle, the crew adjust the Max Trax bridge and Justin puts the lockers in. Let the six-wheel machine have it, Justin.
The Mega 6 is stuck. I don't know how the Ram's going to get through this.
That's it, man. Keep going.
I started giving it. I hooked up. I've got traction. I can see the tyres lifting on the trailer behind me, but slowly the six-wheel drive clawed its way out. Good. All right, we're up. Good. First one through. I'm out. Let's get the Ram through.
Matty, you through next, mate, eh?
Yeah, mate, I don't know how this is going to go. It's going to be interesting.
How do you want to do it?
I'll just nudge up so we can get those tracks in the right spot, and I'm just going to have to go for it, I suppose, and see what happens.
Copy that, mate. All right, well, you nudge up, me and Nath will get the Max Trax in the right position for the width of that thing, eh?
We'll see. It's just got two missing wheels.
The big problem with the Ram is it's so long, and the crossing's probably about the same width as the car. So I'm going to get hooked up front and rear when I try to go through this thing.
Now, I built this gear. I know exactly what it can do. I told Matty to send it, and that's what he did. All right, Matty, mate, just send it. Give it a go.
I inched down to the creek, and I know that the only way this thing's going to get through is a little bit of momentum. So I get it in position and then just give it a boot full.
Yep, you're good. What's the hitch? What's the hitch?
I feel this thing hit the bottom. It's soft. I know I'm just ploughing the edge of that bank.
That was awesome.
Those buggies didn't bang around too much, did they? Looked like they were flopping around a bit.
They were banging around a lot, but you know what? You got through. All good. All right, pull that in front of mine, man, and come back down.
Now, Matty and I have put 18 wheels and probably 15 tonnes over this track. We've compacted everything in. The twins have done an amazing job with their mates on digging the track out. It's going to be pretty straightforward to get rest of the crew through.
The lighter rigs ate that up. The Max Trax bridge made it easy work. There's still a long way to go before the team will reach Meakin Valley, and it doesn't take long for Chase to get into a spot of trouble. His brothers won't be letting him forget it anytime soon. The Patriot crew continue their journey towards Meakin Valley. With kilometres now between them and Wiligi, the terrain is starting to change dramatically. The crew has had an intense day of four-wheel driving, but now they get to enjoy the spoils of Arnhem Land. Just look at that view.
Now, I've been waiting my whole life to come up into Arnhem Land and this part of Australia. To see it firsthand, it's like nothing that you could possibly imagine. I've seen some pretty beautiful places all around the world, but the diversity of the area that we're in is absolutely amazing. We've gone from very thick bush country now into country that I've pictured, I've seen on TV, and exactly what I wanted to visit. The escarpments, the floodplains, and the beautiful areas of Arnhem Land, now it's all coming into play. This is the part of the trip I've been looking forward to. Is that a bit of fun back there, babe?
Yeah, I'm loving it.
I reckon 10 points goes to the
Super in for that, the show that was put on.
Yeah, he definitely cleared a nice little track for us all.
That was good. I think there's going to be a few more though.
From Wiligi to where we are now, it's a completely different landscape.
We've spent a lot of time in the bush and just going through this beautiful country, it's getting better and better.
This country is like nothing else. It is absolutely beautiful.
Chase, you want gentlemen?
Yeah, mate, I'm here.
You ever seen anything like this in your life, Dave?
It's pretty impressive.
Mate, this is the Arnhem Land that I pictured.
Seeing those trees coming out of that rocky escarpment is pretty amazing.
It's hard to keep your eyes off this view, hey Chase? But he's forgotten John's #1 rule when driving on this track. Keep your eyes peeled for washouts.
You just want to climb up one, don't you?
The view from up there would be unbelievable. I just hit something.
What the hell just happened?
Where did that come from?
What's going on back there?
I was driving down the road. Justin comes on over the radio, talking about all the landscape. So I'm looking out, scaring around. Bang, in a hole. How did that happen?
Actually, let's see that again.
Unbelievable. There would be unbelievable. I just hit something.
Hold up, Chase. Hold on, don't move. You've lost the wheel.
Lost the wheel.
Look, instantly I knew there was something wrong, but I didn't think it was going to be that bad. I put it into low range, diff lock is on, tried to drive out of it. Bobby came over the radio and told me to stop. That's when I knew something was really wrong.
We've just had a big washout.
Lost the front wheel.
What, he snapped the wheel?
Yep, we've snapped the wheel.
He dropped into that washout.
He's on a roll.
Oh, dude. All right, we're coming back. If it was going to be anyone, it was always going to be Chase.
Been telling these boys all day that these washouts come out of nowhere. And wouldn't you believe it? Chase found one dead on.
Look, generally on most of these trips I break stuff, but this one I've taken it to another level. I just cannot get a break.
How does that happen?
It's always a pleasure seeing Chase get himself into a little bit of a pickle. And on this trip, I've got to see that many times. When I heard that he had a problem, I came racing around the crew to be the first one to try and pull him out. But unfortunately, this was not a situation where I could just pull him out.
Look, Bobby, I'm not having a good run. Just give me a break.
Dude, what were you thinking?
I was talking to you, looking at the escarpment, trying to think of stuff to say. But in case he's like, where did that come from?
I didn't say that, eh?
You've actually shot.
Good. That's good because it's you. 3 rods, a quad, and now a rim.
What do you reckon went wrong, Chase? At which point do you think it went wrong?
Everyone else went around and he just goes straight through it. We didn't even see it.
Mum, don't watch the next bit. I got a little bit angry and said some stuff I definitely shouldn't have.
Hey, Dave just called it. Amazing escarpment 1, Chase 0.
3 rods, a quad bike, and now the front wheel of the HIlux. What's next? I think it's time Chase become co-pilot of everything we do.
I'll tell you what, though. You are lucky we put those bash guards on.
Yep.
Because, dude, without that bash guard, I can tell you right now, this would have been tears.
Yeah.
This wouldn't be a busted rim. This would be a busted sump or busted arms or, mate, this would have been a good one.
Yeah.
What do you reckon, mate? Can we get that spare out?
We're just going to miss it. So I think what we'll do, we don't want to damage his brakes at the front moving forward.
Knock all that out.
We'll knock this shelf off with a shovel so we can lower the spare.
Yeah.
Chop both wheels on the other side and try to lift the front.
Yeah, okay.
Over.
Yeah, all right, agreed.
Yeah.
Justin and Bobby aren't going to let Chase live this one down. But it's not too long before they spring back into action to help him out.
High lift jacks can be dangerous at the best of times. We got a really experienced crew with us and everybody was watching to ensure nothing went wrong. Should we just pull him out slowly? Get him on the flat? That time might still be all right.
It won't be if we drive forward.
No, it won't be if we drive, though.
Well, I felt for once along this trip, maturity and a little bit of experience worked that out how the problem had to be solved. Well, it was pretty clear that between the front was lifting and the rear was going down. We had to stop the rear from going down, and that was a matter of putting another jack, leveling the car off, shoveling a bit of dirt out. Pretty simple, basic engineering.
All wogs can use a shovel, eh? All of them. Can use a shovel and can mix concrete.
Before you know it, we have a concrete path all the way to the finish line.
Yeah, Jono, if you let Dad keep going, dude, this will be concreted the whole way in. There'll be no escarpment or trees left. The whole of Arnhem Land will just be concrete.
With a rod.
Yeah. With pillars, concrete pillars, over every creek.
And a wrought iron fence all the way around.
Righto, boys, give your old man a break. Now that Rob's shown the boys how it's done, it's time to change the busted rim over with Chase's spare. The Patriot crew are experienced in recovery situations, so they have all the gear and the knowledge to get them safely out of just about any situation, including this one.
Well, you've done a good job, Dad.
Yep.
I've never seen that before, right?
Definitely pays to pay attention.
You know what some people would say on this?
What?
That's why you need a steel wheel. You could beat that out. Dude, you did that to a steel wheel, you'd fold the thing, eh?
Yeah, we roll over.
The tyres still good.
Yep.
So at least you saved probably $400.
Yep.
You're lucky you didn't smash suspension through or struts or something.
I know, I thought it was going to do a strut for sure.
Oh, mate, when I heard a wheel was off, I thought that was a problem. Flip it over, let's check the tyre on the other side. Well, mate, that tyre's good, so at least you've got a spare tyre, worst comes to worst.
Yep.
We did exactly what we do best. We resolved the whole issue. We're back on our way. All right, give it a go, mate. Easy. Why don't you just do it like that the first time?
The Patriot crew won't be making it to Meakin Valley today, so they stop and make camp at the old Owenpelly Township. Tomorrow's adventure is going to be massive, and the crew will need all the rest they can get. Next time on Patriot Games, the crew battles soggy tracks towards Meakin Valley, but the washouts wreak havoc on one of the rigs.
Get over there.
John leads the team to his favourite place in the world, a secret spot tucked away in Arnhem Land that few people have seen in their lifetime.
It's the most beautiful place. I cherish this place with everything I own, mate.
It's my favourite place in all of Arnhem Land.
And the Patriot crew end up in their own untouched slice of paradise, begging to be explored.
Meakin Valley, brother.
Oh my God.